Dubai Crown Prince Sheikh Hamdan Biography Private Life. It is no secret that the life of Arab sheikhs is like a real fairy tale. It is generally accepted they bathe in luxury and do not deny themselves anything. Comfortable aircraft, yachts and cars for the heirs of throne in the UAE, a common phenomenon. They can entertain themselves as they please. However, the older generation of royal dynasties instilled in children not only liked ugly comfort, but also developed into the talent of the wise government of the state, which thrives year after year, and its residents feel safe and happy. It was in this context that 33-year-old Emir Sheikh Adnan Hamdan was raised. He prefers an active lifestyle, brilliant distributing time between public affairs and hobbies. Perhaps this is a secret fact that Dubai today is an economical miracle of the 21st century, thanks to anyone who can appear on the territory of the UAE. Of course, thanks to the competent policy of the ruling elite. Of course, the Crown Prince of Dubai contributed to this process. How can he combine work and rest properly so there is enough time for both? Let us take this case in more detail. History of the dynasty. Not many people know that the Emir of Dubai is a son of Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum. The heir's father is the Prime Minister and Vice President of the UAE. Historians say the genealogy of the Sheikh stems from the ancient tribes of Bani Yas, who used to live in areas where Abu Dhabi and Dubai are now located. The Arab Emirate of Dubai was founded by Sheikh Maktoum bin Butta in 1833. Since then, this ancient race has ruled it. Biography Information. The Emir of Dubai was born at the age of 33 on November 14, 1982. He's not the only heir in the family. Sheikh Hamdan has 9 sisters and 6 brothers. At home, the boy studied at a private college. He spent his youth years in Western Europe, in the UK, where he received a wonderful education. The first Emir of Dubai got the granite flag at the Army Military School located in English Sandhurst. He then graduated from an economic school in London, and upon his return home, the School of Management in Dubai. Government activities. The Emir of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan, began governing the Emirates on February 1st, 2008, after his older brother abdicated. In fairness, it should be noted that the parents predicted similar results, therefore, and already prepared his son for what he took the reins of principality in his hands. The Emir of Dubai, Hamdan, justifies his hopes. He actively participates in the political life of his home country, trying not to miss a conference and one meeting. In 2006, he was offered the post of the President of the Emirates Executive Council. The duties of the young man included supervision of government agencies. In this crucial position, Dubai Crown Prince Hamdan developed and invited his colleagues to adopt the strategic plan for the development of the Emirates for the coming years, which took place. The young director showed his professional qualities in another job, chairman of the Sports Council of the Emirates of Dubai. He was also assigned to lead the Institute of Young Entrepreneurs social projects. Sheikh Hamdan plays a lot of time to solve the problems of social character. In particular, he funds several programs aimed at helping children and animals, often attending charity events. Even the Crown Prince heads the Special Autism Center in the UAE. Despite his high social status, Sheikh Hamdan in life, a humble man who's not proud of his personality and advantages. That's why it deserves great authority among people. Hobby. Crown Prince Hamdan has mass hobbies. He's fond of plying areas of the Persian Gulf on scooters and water skiing. Also, a young man cares in the underwater world with fun diving practice. Not everyone knows that the Sheikh prefers to spend time in breeding falcons. He likes to parachute. In this case, as a ruler, works on the artificial island of Palma Jumeirah. The prince is no longer a beginner to jump. Affect long training months extremal. In addition, the heir to the throne in Dubai wants the test of the modern jet-lev flyer aircraft which operates in the air thanks to the power of giant water jets. The young man managed to climb and fly against the backdrop of the famous seven-star hotel Burj Al Arab. From time to time, Sheikh Hamdan likes to get a good dose of adrenaline. Heir to the throne to all others, experienced rider on horseback, participated many times in races and repeatedly won prizes in prestigious competitions. In particular, Sheikh won first place in the Asian Olympic Games. He spends wonderful money buying camels, honoring Bedouin traditions. Of course, the royal son cannot do this without traveling. However, he's more interested in extreme tourism. So the Emir of Dubai has already traveled to the African continent, where he hunted with a picture on the lions. He also visited the Russian Federation. In our country, he became more familiar with the tradition of falconry. Romantic and altruistic. Another unusual hobby of Sheikh Hamdan haunts him here. The young man inherited it from his father. The prince deals with romantic and national themes. He creates his poems under the alias Faza. Success in everything. The audience has noticed his talent as a poet. In the field of hobbies, the heir to the throne of Dubai involves doing good deeds, that is helping people. He is a participant in the creation of a community without borders structure aimed at supporting families with disabilities. Back in 2006, the prince embarked on a project of integration which was to help members of the community with limited opportunities to simplify integration into the social environment. The Sheikh also took care of enhancing security on the roads and increasing the punishment of those drivers who ignore the rules of the road. At the same time, malicious offenders will be deprived of their driver's license for up to 6 months. Relations with the opposite sex. Of course, the Dubai Crown Prince Sheikh Hamdan, that is a dream of any girl. But when you consider he's charming, handsome and intelligent, trying to win his heart lined up a line full of gentle sex. However, the Oriental men are destined for a mood incident, and heir to the throne is no exception. However, the young man remains a secret features of his personal life, with the girls giving so much to see who is the wife of the Emir of Dubai. Previously, the press wrote that the heart of the heir to the throne is not occupied by anyone. The media also mentioned what the Sheikh is doing for a possible choice of very stringent requirements, such as the traditions of the East. However, religion always allows you to have the Sheikh as many wives as he wants, so it is difficult to talk about his emotional concerns. Officially, women in the UAE do not violate rights, but Sharia laws remain dominant, so the wife is forced to obey her husband without hesitation. After a while, he discovered his personal pleasures and said that his participation was still in its infancy. This is an odious statement once made by the Emir of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan. The Crown Prince's wife to the throne is his mother's cousin. Her name is Sheikh bint Said bin Tani Al Maktoum. Newspapers published pictures several times in which the young man was photographed with a stranger whose face was hiding from prying eyes.